Welcome back to another 10-Minute Tuesday, and with Ben Brettingen here from Onyx, who is an Upland guru.
The guru.
Upland guru.
He has 39 dogs.
Yep.
And he's just
And pigeons
killing birds in the woods.
5 baby mamas, bunch of dogs.
Yep. 20 kids.
Yeah, all my dogs are from different daddies, too.
You're on the Antonio Brown plan.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job, dude.
Thanks.
All the success. Yeah, man, tell us a little bit about like what's going on in Upland, especially like in the Midwest. I know there's some changes with grouse. Maybe you can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, one of the biggest things is they just got done with their statewide spring drumming survey. So what they do, it's super interesting. They have these routes that they've been driving since like 1954. I think it's volunteer based, and they will every single year they will drive routes with X number of stops throughout these routes. They'll get out of the truck, they'll listen, and they'll calculate how many drums per, I think it's drums per stop is the calculation. What a grouse drumming is essentially that it's like that sound. It's like a grouse flapping their wings. They'll stand on a log.
Is that a courtship deal?
Yeah, it's actually, and what they're creating with their wing beats is it's a sonic boom. So that's what you hear.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Do they just sit at the same spot then for like a certain period of time, and then however many they hear in that time?
Man, it's super interesting. Like the science that goes into why they choose locations, which way they face. Like, I mean, you can tell by the droppings on the log which way these birds are facing when they're drumming. It's absolutely insane.
Can they measure the sonic wave without having to actually like hear it completely?
Well, this is all based, like I say, it's all volunteers, I think. So it's people just listening.
It's just like a dude listening in the woods.
And
he's like, holy shit, that was a lot of drummings.
Yeah. Well, you can hear because like you have a drum and then you won't hear anything. All of a sudden, pop, 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 pop. And it's not like the number of drums. It's like, okay, that bird just did that routine, so there's one bird there.
Okay.
And it's drums per stop. So I think this year it was like, the state average was like 2.1. So every time they stop, I don't know how long they listen for, but
every stop though, like think about more than 2 drums almost every single time you stop. That's insane.
So I think the last year it was higher, was like I want to say in the 70s.
That's crazy.
So
grouse hunters fired up.
Oh, super fired up. But the interesting thing is, so we have got if you've been around, if you've looked outside at all,
sure, if you're
alive.
It
has rained a lot.
Yeah, a lot of rain.
Rain in early June, late May, early June is not good for grouse. The chicks, they don't have their full feathers. They're unable to thermoregulate.
Oh.
So cold, wet springs are bad. So the reason we had such a good spring this year is because we had dry, even though the spring was late, that delayed nesting, but then it was dry and warm, which bodes really well for grouse chicks and survival. And I can't remember what the stat is, but every year for a long time they've been doing this, the Rough Grouse Society's National Hunt in Grand Rapids, and they actually bring a team out. Meadow Caulfield is her name, and she teaches at a community college, brings her students out, and they actually will age, sex, all the birds that are shot during this hunt.
Yeah.
And so they've got a running tally of the age of all these birds for decades. So no surprise that the majority of the birds are actually juveniles that are shot. So years with good recruitment, good chick survival, young birds, they're young, dumb, they get shot, right? So that's what bodes well for good grouse years. This year, all that rain, I mean, there's areas of the North Country that have seen in June 14, 15, 16 inches.
Is this only in northern Minnesota?
This count is in northern Minnesota, but like in terms of
the study that you're going off
of, in terms of the like drums per stop, yeah. So that's Minnesota based. Wisconsin does something similar. You can, if you Google it, you'll find it for your state. So, but like I say, this wet weather is, people were all fired up, and it's like, man, we've had a lot of rain. If we had a good spring, everyone is crossing their fingers for a ridiculous spring, because it could have been off the charts. But what people are saying is just kind of temper your expectations for this year a bit based off of that number. So that has been kind of the hot topic in Upland world in the last 4 or 5 days since that report came out. So
yeah, I mean, everyone's super excited to just go back out,
mm-hmm.
and then you hear stuff like that, and then you get really excited.
Yep.
Well, it's like with waterfowl.
The hatch.
All this rain.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, everyone that I've talked to, it's been ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
For ducks and
Great
geese.
waterfowl hatch.
Yeah. I mean, it was wild to look at the reports across the breeding grounds, right? And I mean, almost all of it now is there's some slight drought left up in Canada, I think.
Yeah.
There was last time.
There's still some areas.
But yeah, it's
crazy.
Pretty. We've been through how many years of
12. It feels like it's been over a decade. I swear to God, this is the first real spring we've gotten in a long, long time.
And we didn't have a winter.
Exactly.
No winter.
Which I was really afraid about just because we had no snow melt.
For
so
sure.
it's like this was setting up to be
A
terrible.
drought.
Terrible.
For sure.
So we lucked out big time there.
Kinda, yeah.
How much you want to bet this year? So what is the dry winter? Is that La Nina?
I don't know if it's El Nino or La Nina.
Well,
I'll look it up.
I
You
think
keep going.
I think we're gonna get the opposite for this winter,
Yeah.
obviously. And so, well, obviously it's already been different. We've gotten a lot of precipitation. I mean, how many inches of rain have we gotten in Minnesota this year?
Oh, I don't know. I think I saw in
El Nino, by the way.
yeah. I mean, gosh, there were counties in Minnesota that got 22 inches in June.
Right.
So it's insane.
So we're probably over 45 for the year already.
Yeah. What's our average like?
17 for the year,
I thought
probably.
it was like low 20s.
Normal monthly precipitation for June in Minnesota ranges from 3.25 inches to 5 inches.
Yeah. And I should have looked at my rain gauge before I left, but it's
Over 120 climate stations have reported 25 plus inches of precipitation in Minnesota this year so far. That's
crazy.
insane.
Well, and then the dam breaking in Mankato, the Rapidan Dam.
Right.
That was insane.
That house falling into the river, dude.
So crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And there are other dams that have given out too, like in other areas.
Yeah.
Well, that one in Spencer, Iowa.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was insane.
Insane.
All that stuff down
Did you
there.
see too, like in downtown Stillwater, how close that water was?
Well, I'm working in Stillwater right now.
Okay.
Dude, they sandbagged the
Oh,
entire
yeah.
river.
Oh yeah.
You know the old bridge in
Mhm.
Stillwater? You could not swim underneath the bridge. The water was almost up to the road.
yeah.
It was about a foot.
Yeah, they
from the
canceled
road.
fireworks because they
Yeah,
like
I saw that.
the area that they light them off from. They can't do it.
Damn.
It's insane.
Yeah, everyone in the city was freaking out. Everyone's looking at the river every day because I'm there like 4 times a week,
Yeah.
and so I'm just like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. man.
Up.
And I'm
Yeah,
about
it's
to do a
nuts.
huge roofing job there too. So I'm like, this rain has got to stop so I can get
No
this
kidding.
freaking job done.
Right.
I'm not gonna open up this giant roof.
Unless it's gonna hail its ass
Yeah,
off.
exactly. I was gonna say let's.
Did you
get
see
some
what I got
hail.
the other night?
I didn't see. I saw
Ben,
it's like,
It's
we
like
got
baseball.
absolutely torched, dude. 3-inch hail.
geez, yeah, that's what
I'll show you a picture my wife took before you leave.
AJ
It's
sent me
nuts.
some pictures from up by Monticello. And
Yeah.
it was like holes in sidings, and I saw
Oh, dude.
fucking solar panels just destroyed.
Yeah,
he
it's-
lives in Monticello. I'm doing his
Big
roof.
Lake.
Oh, well, I'm doing his roof.
There you go.
Well, actually, Gavin might do his roof.
I was gonna say Gavin's for sure doing that roof.
I want to
But-
call him.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah,
Just take his best friend's roof.
it's crazy. All right, Ben. Before we go, can you give us your 2 like dream upland hunting trips?
That I haven't done, or that
Yeah.
yeah.
That you haven't done.
Oh, that's a great question. So there's a quail in Mexico. It is called the elegant quail.
Oh God,
It is down in like Sonora,
Yeah.
the
Sketchy
Sonoran
Mexico.
province, and they're just as beautiful. They've got this. It's similar. It's got this like gold top knot on its head.
Oh yeah.
I
Sounds
like that.
elegant. It sounds
I like those sound
I
effects
want
there.
that.
Yeah, put that in my mouth.
I feel like that lady on Napoleon Dynamite when she's like, I want that. To that sailboat. Uncle Rico selling a sailboat. All right, sorry.
So that
Yeah.
is a one that I would just just love to do, and I've never spent any time in that area, and the drug mule trade is pretty strong right now.
Heavy.
So pay for the trip on the way back up type deal.
Absolutely.
But anyways, yeah. So that's a big one that I want to do. Not sure when I'm going to do it, but that's high on the list of things to do. The other would probably be, I've never done Hell's Canyon for chukar and valley quail.
Where's that?
It is on like the western Idaho border with Washington or with Oregon. And I went chukar hunted in Oregon. It was absolutely ridiculously fun, but Hell's Canyon is steep and deep, and the Snake River goes through there. It's kind of probably one of the famed areas for chukar. So,
is it like a commitment?
It's intense.
Not a joke. Yeah.
It's not easy hunting.
Yeah, you're taking Amos.
Oh yeah, I'm taking old white boy Ricky out. We're gonna go beat up on him.
Yeah, man.
When I went, we were in Idaho this January, and we were going to look for crippled duck, and we flushed a bunch of grouse or something. I have no idea. He said it was chukar.
Yeah, were you in the
So we had mountains at our back, and there was like nothing but sagebrush.
Yeah,
sagebrush, sagebrush. Yes.
Yeah, chukar.
But it freaked me the fuck out, and it was like decent size. I'm like, that had to have been a pheasant, and he's like, no, that was a chukar.
Yeah,
I'm like, I've never seen one in person.
Wild chukar are huge. Like people will see pen-raised chukar, and then they'll see a wild one, and it's like, holy cow, that's a different bird.
Freaked me out.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa. It just like spawned out of the snow. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck
boys,
is that?
what are you doing?
I thought it was the duck. I almost pulled up and shot it. Scared me, man.
Yeah,
I didn't have a
chukar
license for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably should buy that the next
Ben's
time.
like, no, it's okay. It's okay. They good.
Oh, funny.
Well, cool, man. Thank you so much for coming on. And if you guys want to check out some of Ben's stuff, he's the Upland God of yesteryear. You can find him on Instagram at Ben Brettingen.
You got it.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yep.
See ya.